Hello everyone, my name is Arya Ajay Gurchadkar and I am a legal intern at Lexan Company. I'm also a fourth year BLB student from GR Kare College of Law, Margao, Goa. And today I'm going to be talking on the topic of impediments to marriage according to the Portuguese Civil Code, which is applicable in Goa, the Uniform Civil Code. So, law of marriage as a civil contract. The provincial government of the Portuguese Republic makes it known that in the name of the Republic, it is hereby enacted to have the force of law as follows. Chapter 1 talks of civil marriage and its solemnization. The marriage in a contract is a contract solemnized between two persons of different sex with the purpose of legitimately constituting a family. Such contract is purely civil and is presumed to be perpetual without prejudice to its dissolution by way of divorce as per the provisions of the decree with the force of law dated 3rd of November 1910. All Portuguese shall solemnize the marriage before the respective officer of civil registration under the conditions and in the manner established in civil law, and only such marriage is valid. So, Chapter 2 talks about the impediments to marriage. The purpose of making this video is to spread awareness about on what grounds can a marriage be declared as null and void as per the Portuguese Civil Code, which is applicable in Goa at present, the Uniform Civil Code. So, Article 4 says that the following shall not contract a marriage. Relatives by consanguinity or affinity is in a direct line, although the marriage, which is the cause of affinity, has been dissolved. Legitimate or illegitimate brothers and sisters by full blood or consanguineous or uterine. Those males below the age of 18 years and females below the age of 16 years. Those under disability due to insanity declared by judgment become final for want of appeal or notorious, as well as those divorced on the grounds of contagious disease found incurable or of an incurable disease involving sexual aberration. Any spouse who has been convicted of committing or abetting the commission of or of the attempt to commit a murder of the other spouse with any other person convicted of committing or abetting the commission of the same offense. Those joined by another marriage not yet dissolved. So Article 5 says a male above the age of 18 years and a female above the age of 16 years but below 21 years of age and not emancipated and equally prohibited to marriage as long as the consent of parents of those who represent them is not secured and the lack of such consent is made good by legal process. In case of dissent between the parents in respect to the grant of permission of marriage, the judge shall decide after hearing both the spouses in the presence of two respectable persons in the same manner as provided by Article 37-38 by a decree dated 3rd of November 1910, where only one parent is surviving or where one of them is under legal impediment. The consent of the survivor or of the one who is not under impediment will suffice. In case of prolonged absence of one of the spouses, the judge may, on the application of other and exercising his prudent discretion, make good the lack of consent of the absentee. Where due to the absence of impediments of the parents, the grandfather exercises guardianship, the latter shall have the power to grant or refuse the permission. In case of absence of or impediment of the parent and of the grandparent, such power shall vest in the family council. No appeal shall lie against the grant or refusal of permission. The measures under guardianship not included in clause 4 of Article 4, as well as the measures under curatorship, as prohibited to marry as long as the consent of those who have represented them is not secure or the lack of such consent is made good by legal process. Relatives in the third degree is a collateral line are also prohibited from contracting marriage unless they obtain exemption, which may be granted by the government only on the existence of ponderous reasons. Article 9 says that the guardian or the custodian and his descendants, ascendants, brothers, brother-in-law, or nephews shall not marry the persons under guardianship or curatorship until 1 year has elapsed from the termination of the guardianship or curatorship and the respective accounts have been approved. Article 10 says no ex-spouse shall contract a new marriage until such time has been specified in Article 55 of the decree with the force of law dated 3rd November 1910 has elapsed from the date of resolution of the previous marriage by way of divorce or by death. So please do like, share, subscribe and comment on my video, and do like and subscribe our channel Lex Click. Make sure to press the bell icon to get notifications when we post a video. Also please give me a feedback on these videos and previous videos which you can see on this YouTube channel. Also if you have any questions related to this video or any previous videos, please post in the comment section below. I will reply as soon as possible. Lastly, this video doesn't solicit any type of promotion or advertisement as per the guidelines of the Bar Council of India, and the sole purpose of making this video is for the educational purposes only. Thank you.